Hey, hey, hey! It's
Hey,
Thursday night. It's live go time right here on Facebook and YouTube because it's Thursday night and it is time for Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show coming to you live all across the World Wide Web, Facebook and YouTube. How about doing us a great big favor? Reach over and hit the like button and hit the share button if you're watching this on Facebook. That would help get our message out and our channel out to a whole lot broader and more diverse audience, and we would be most appreciative of that. But we're most appreciative tonight that you've taken the time, no matter where you are tonight, to join us in your home, your boat, your airplane, your automobile, your tractor, your side by side, or your Cushman motorcycle, wherever you might be. We're glad you've taken the time to join us here on Thursday night as we gather together for conversations with Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show. And man, it's good to be back tonight. It is good to be back tonight. I am glad to be back in the saddle tonight and be here on Thursday night with Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show. We're coming to you live tonight. Our studio here in Enterprise, Georgia. Our studio 100% Flamingo Boulevard, Georgia, and our studio at turn number 3 at the Old Rocket Speedway in Kinsey, Alabama. And hopefully a little bit later on, we'll be joined by the Thompsontown studio. He wanted me to remind the two of you that he was on duty and he was working, and so that was why he would be a little bit, possibly be tardy tonight because he was working so diligently and hard, and wanted me to make sure y'all knew that. Um, Anyway, we're live all across the great United States of America, foreign countries where it's legal and illegal for us to broadcast this show. Hey, listen, all 57 states, 5 foreign countries, 4 sunken islands, and coming to you loud and proud, live in the great state of Baker County, Georgia. Big salute to all you fine folks watching tonight up in the metropolis of Baker County, Georgia. Hey guys, it's time for the truth and nothing but the truth. But know this, we appreciate common sense, conservative Judeo Christian principalities and thinking. And that's all I'm going to say, because you know the rest. Because it's time for Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show.
Oh,
Guys, got a brand new sponsor for the big screen this week, coming from a long way off. Latanya.
Uh-oh.
We're live at Latanya's. Latanya's Binary Ladies Apparel, lard renderings, and lap dances in Las Vegas, Nevada.
aha! I knew that was going to
Yeah.
come up. Yep. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Was that next to where you were conducting the tent revival out there? Is that how you come across that one?
I found a picture. My wife got one right there. There's the revival.
Woo!
Lord. Oh, Lord. Have mercy. Oh.
Hold on.
Oh no.
I hit the wrong.
That ain't, put that back up and let folks get it. Let folks get a gathering of that right there, Marvin.
Ah!
Uh-huh.
Woo!
Oh me. Oh
Uh,
me.
You can't get away from it, Marvin. Ain't no way. Ain't
I,
no way. Ain't
I,
no way.
you know.
Oh, buddy knows.
But I am glad to be back. Glad to be back
Glad
tonight.
to have you back.
Yes,
You
sir.
better believe, man. Glad you made it back home safe. We were worried about you,
Yeah.
Marvin. We were really worried about you. I'm doing some research here, so y'all go ahead for a minute. I got something that I got to
But
do some
I,
research. I'm gonna
I,
shoot
I,
you a picture
I,
here.
I, let me say it like this. Floyd and I were so concerned last week about your whereabouts and what was going on. However, there's another side that we might not be glad to have you back because he and I ain't got to have nothing to talk about tonight. Were you here? I mean,
That's
well,
right.
Yeah.
We can't say that.
hell, I
Can't
don't
do
know
that.
what to do now.
See, it's interesting that when I'm not there, y'all have plenty to talk about. But hey,
Yeah.
we had a family. My mom is 76 years old, 70
Yeah.
something, 5, 76. Anyway, she'd always wanted to go to Las Vegas, Nevada. And so me and my wife and my brother and his wife and my mom and daddy went. And we first time we have ever done a vacation since we've been grown with all of us, and had a really
Marvin, now, that's oh,
wait, I meant let me say that without all the grand youngins. Let me put it that way.
See, this is a direct. For y'all listening in, I learned used to have good school teachers, and one of those school teachers was in about the fourth or fifth grade. Now they make you learn a word, and the word was prevaricate.
Oh,
Look that
okay.
up, prevaricate. That's what Marvin just did was prevaricate. So any of y'all out there that want to look that up, I know Miss Jan Calhoun already. She knows exactly what the meaning of that word is.
Well, you
But that's what
accuse
Marvin
Gooch.
just did to y'all. He can't do it to me and Charlie because we know better. But that's
You c-
but
you all you
only time that my family's taking a vacation together in our life.
Oh, I
no,
thought,
no, you
well,
didn't listen to you accused Goocher of prevaricating one time.
I do did. He was guilty too. If I accuse you of it, you're guilty. Guarantee you, sir. Lord have mercy. I'm
There
telling
he
you.
is. There he comes. He's been working hard. He wanted to.
Gucci's been working hard today. There he is. That's old. That's Tweezer.
that's it.
What's
Oh,
up?
y'all go ahead. I'm still working on the project here.
Well, let me while y'all doing all that, I tell you, we did have a good time. Um,
Sound like an emergency going on. We're going to have some weather here in a minute.
Yeah,
Well, we
hey, that was one thing I saw while I was gone right there. Y'all know who that is?
I
Yeah,
do.
I know who it is. Yeah, right. What the righteous brother.
Yeah, yeah.
Bill Medley.
The other one's gone. And here was some from the Grand Canyon right there. I went out on that. That thing's glass. You walk on glass on the right side there, out out
Uh.
the Grand Canyon. And then while we were going to see Hoover Dam, I swung through Boulder, and that hotel is still in operation. That one was owned by the Franklin brothers also. It was not in Vegas, but it was in Boulder, and that hotel is still operating. I don't know who owns it, but the Franklin brothers owned that hotel in Boulder City, Colorado, which is where the Hoover Dam is located, if you will.
That's where they went to work at.
Yep,
Hoover
Mm-hmm.
Dam.
that was it.
You
Yep.
reckon how many folks got buried down in that thing, in that Hoover Dam, fell down in there? I heard Chris Christopherson wrote he wrote a song about it, you know, that one time.
Yeah.
Him and the
How many
Outlaws.
folks do you reckon buried in that desert out there?
Oh, out of Vegas you talking about out there?
Ooh.
Oh, there ain't no telling on that one now.
Can't count that high.
Can't count that high.
Mm-mm. No.
Yep.
Y'all go ahead. I'm still working on something. I'm working on something for one of our sponsors here. You know, I'm always looking after our sponsors. I'm always trying to, represent and present their product in a manner that people can understand what we're talking about. So I'm gonna send you more of these.
Stand by. Trying to go
Uh-huh.
through the most of
You'll
the
love this.
stripping from unloaded the truck.
You got problems, Squeezel?
Ah, I'm waiting to see if I got to go. It's about number 18 and number 19 in about 20 hours.
You had the
Uh,
lifeline a while ago, didn't you?
Man, we've been busy.
Ask these folks out there how much did they get in the bad weather last night. Let's ask them that, Marvin.
yeah.
We didn't get no real bad weather here, but it came close right where I live. But I've looked around and uh and
They
I've
was
seen
some real bad weather here.
it's pretty
I can
bad.
pr- I can promise you, I was in it. There was some spots had 70-mile an hour plus winds.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I had to go up went up to Blakely and I was going to go this morning up through Damascus, go that way. I got on 45 and I had the road blocked off. I had to go through your brother-in-law's yard, Queasel, in order to get where so I don't know. I may be getting I probably was on video camera or something there, so I may be getting a letter. But they was me and two or three more. There was another guy ahead of me. He said, "I'm gonna go around this way." He said, "I believe I can go around this." But we didn't want to have to turn around, come all the way back to Carpet, go back to Carpet, cross over. No telling how much gas that would have, burned. But anyway, it was rough. Light lines down. Look at that. There it is, right there. Yeah, that's coming on into Colquitt right there. You see it, Queasel?
I see it.
Yeah,
I
it's
see
right
it.
back over there. Yeah,
But
that
the
ain't
We
way
can do we can
over
do
there.
better than TV station.
everybody, folks last night were worried about a tornado last night it come from the northeast to the southwest, and a tornado ain't gonna travel that way.
Uh-huh.
That was straight line wind because they've been warning us about it all day. They've been telling us it was gonna come, and it came. It got here.
It's gonna come.
It got over there in the middle of the night. I had a thump on my shoulder. Our time 3:06 on the clock. The doodle had done got upset and wouldn't let me know something was going on. And I heard thunder. I pulled up the radar, and like it'd be 4 o'clock y'all's time. It was still raining over there and thunder bumping around about Blakely. I guess it was.
It it got rough. I know we had one tree on the house. We had several trees down. We had one fell on the house.
On your house,
Several,
Queasel?
not on my house, but on a house here in town.
Oh, I got you.
And we had several with we had power line. We had one of them high voltage power lines. Uh, and they don't trip out time they hit the ground. It takes a little to, and that thing was staying hot. I ain't never seen this before, but it melted the road,
Mm-hmm.
melted the asphalt,
That's
and
hot. That's how hot it is.
it wasn't
But
playing.
we got a little bit of rain. I'm thankful for that. I think some people kind of east of us got a heap more rain than we did. And then I'm looking at Shingler here. He said he got like a quarter of an inch. So anyway,
Mm,
it's just what it is. Y'all, we live in South Georgia. It's
yeah.
just summertime. It's going to be 100 degrees. You can bet there's going to be some thunderstorms around late in
Hmm.
the afternoon because all that stuff it ain't gonna jive with one another. It's gonna have some friction in there.
Marvin, tell them what you told me about how much rain it come out there to your new favorite playground out there. Oh,
Oh, you talking about in Vegas?
yeah. I mean, that's your new stomping ground.
Yeah, 4 inches a year.
That's
Mm-hmm.
Four
yeah.
inches a year.
Four
Hmm.
inches a year. Yep,
That's
4 inches a year. That ain't hey, that ain't a lot of rain. We get that in one thunderstorm here.
Yep.
Shanger,
One,
you dead on it. That's where it was.
yep, that was.
That's exactly where the big line was down at right there. You know.
Hey, Floyd, tell them about our buddy Carl Cressman, if you would.
Yeah, I got to testify. Did you get my picture I sent you?
Oh yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, yeah, yeah. You ready for it? This is Carl Cressman, ladies and gentlemen, custom cattle services out of Bascom, where you do not have to ask them in Florida. Carl is he's a learned man. He's very good. He's very good with a scalpel. He can do precision castrating on your cattle. If you want to convert them and make a steer out of them, where they'll bring you more money when you run them through that sale ring, and that's the bottom line with your cattle business. You always want good cows bring good money. You can't starve, and you can't starve a profit on a cow. But you need somebody to help you tend to those cows. If you got a herd of cows, call Carl Cressman over there at Bascom. He'll help you pin them. He'll catch them for you if they get out. He'll help you with your herd plans, pregnancy testing, everything to do with cattle. He'll help you. And as I spoke of last week, he really has branched out. And I don't know how much longer he's going to be able to advertise with us on account of the business that's coming his way. And then he's opened up a whole new service for men who want to transgender themselves into a woman. And here is one of this is one of his satisfied customers. That's what, if you are a man and you want to transgender yourself, Paul because he's got a scalpel. he got a he's got a scalpel that can take no matter how tough your scrotum is, he can take it off. No problem. So y'all call Carl down there. And hey, listen, he's open for business now. He ain't gonna come to you. He ain't coming to San Francisco or the Martha's Vineyard. But there's his address right there, 5905 Timrain Road, Bascom, Florida. See old Carl. He'll get you fixed up. And if your cows
Eh,
need bringing on, he can work on them cows too.
don't worry about no infection setting in. He's got some good burnt oil and that old blue spray
Blue spray and burn oil, and he'll descrotinize
ready.
you too. Now, if your scrotum's giving you some problem, he'll descrotinize you.
I guarantee that blue spray will help you hit a high note right quick.
That's what they want. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
that's what we want.
That that
Squeezle.
blue
That's
spray.
part. That's part of the deal. They're transitioning. They
I,
get one thing done by Carl, and it's like side effects of medication. It
well, I
brings that voice on up there to be
That's
just as
right.
sweet as it could be.
It's getting
I tell
all
you
that.
what,
No doubt.
I
Oh Lord.
if he'll make a raw cut and you take some of that blue spray and spray on there right quick, he can sing opera right quick. He be singing them opera notes.
Well, here's another thing. Some of you men, there's some of you young men out there that have never seen a bull yearling castrated, and you considering transgendering yourself to a woman. I tell you what, will knock the taste out of your mouth. If you go down there where Carl's working cows at, and you see him, he got one of them in that head catch right there, and he popped that scalpel out of his pocket knife. He probably got a pocket knife. It's just as sharp, as a scalpel. And he reaches up there and he starts trimming. That will knock the taste out of your mouth pretty quick. You will say, I'm going back to being a man. I don't want to be no woman.
Well,
That,
maybe
that don't look like that's fun to me.
we
And I'm
need
all
we
about
need
fun.
we need to call and get him on the payroll. Then we need to get him on the federal payroll.
That's right. There ought to be a grant somewhere, a federal
I
grant for
guarantee you.
that, because they all, they throwing money at everything else, and
That's right.
bet you if that thing was written correctly, a federal grant, ain't no how much money it costs to get
Mm.
just for doing that. Free
He
money.
might could buy a new scaffold, couldn't
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
still could.
he?
He could buy him a new pickup truck
Yeah. Yeah.
if he wants one. He may not want one.
Mhm.
He may be
Floyd,
happy with one.
looks like you've been eating high on the hog this.
Woo, son, that on the left right there. Now, anybody out there ever eat that right there? That right there with that. Anybody out
Barbecue.
there, y'all chime in, or if you ashamed that you eat it and want to keep it a
I
secret,
be
that's up to you. But that's fine eating right there. That's got a supper deal right there. Uh, yeah, now that one on the right came from one of our fine sponsors.
Oh yeah, I know where that come from.
You know where that comes from? TK's out there. That's
Yes,
one of
sir.
our
Good
fine
gracious alive.
I'm telling you. And them grilled veggies right there, it's the first time I ever had them grilled veggies, squeeze. But let me tell you now, that there they got the trick on that too.
They fit
But
and eat, ain't
that's
they?
a hamburger steak, plain hamburger steak. Now you can get it with gravy, you can get it with onions, you can get it with everything. I told her, I said, I think I just want me a plain hamburger steak. We can do that, ain't no problem. Plain hamburger steak with grilled veggies and that mac and cheese and that toast. And they can keep the toast. I don't eat the toast. I don't need that's filler. That's all that is, filler. But that other is nutritious. It's kind of
I,
patty. It's just what.
I didn't get to go last night. We was running all over creation, and so I didn't get to go last night. I missed my black and catfish last night. But I tell you what I just got up from.
Come on.
I just got up from some of them grilled Ziggy B salmon.
I know you the grill. You the grill summer.
Ooh,
I want you to do a picture. I mean, now I'm eating sardines and soda crackers and hoop cheese. I put a picture up there. You eat grilled salmon, and all we do is hear about it. You don't get to
I
see it.
was
I
well,
don't. I don't know if it's real or not. So
I promise you, it's real.
I'll find out from Cindy. Cindy will know. So
It's real.
you know
I
it ain't. Whatever
guarantee you.
she says is
Now,
fine with
there's
me.
two kind of grilled salmon out there. Listen to me now. I'm finna teach you something. I'm teaching you. There's two kind of grilled salmon out there. There's salmon that come from Ziggy B's, and then there's everything else.
Mhm.
You need to remember that. That makes all the difference in the world is how fresh that fish is.
Yeah, when you get away from Ziggy B's, you delving into the unknown
That's right.
territory there.
mm,
That's right.
You're risking your health
That's
and your
right.
longevity by doing so.
That's exactly right.
But we'll pop up here in a minute with a phone number and all.
Uh-huh.
See, there it is right there.
There it is.
Tell us
I
about it, Queez. Tell us
I
about it.
tell you what. When I don't know how big this fish was when they caught him, but I can tell you the two steaks she gave us was more than we could eat. But we put them things on the grill and don't put nothing on them but a little bit of salt and pepper. Put them on that rabbit pellet grill and let them sit out there about 350 degrees for about 18 to 20 minutes. And let me tell you something. Woo! I mean, it was good. Last week we had some shrimp from down there, fresh shrimp. Man, we fried them things up. They was fitting to eat. She's got anything you want to do with any kind of seafood. Catfish, she got some of the best little old small frying up catfish. Got some great catfish fillets. She's got another fish there that a lot of people don't know about called a triple tail. Let me tell you something. If you get some of that fresh triple tail and you get you some of that and put that stuff on the grill, fried up either one, I'm telling you, it will give you a new love for fish. One of the best kept secrets of the ocean is that triple tail fish. It is so good. She's got it all. It's all fresh. It's all there ready for you. Treat you right. Ain't no better person in the world. She's been with us uh, almost ever since we've been doing it, and we go down there, and I ain't never got nothing bad from it. Ziggy B's, it's on Main Street down there, right down there by that great big old Ford place. You can't miss it. They open Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Go down there. Tell them you heard about us on the Dirt Road Sports, and tell them you want some of that potion they got down there. That potion Floyd been telling y'all about. Oh man, let me tell you something. Now, when you get some of that, you better hang on.
Sure
That
am.
that's some powerful elderberry potion. I'm telling you, it don't play. And she got one more thing. Let me tell you about. Let me just ease this on you. she got some crawfish in that cooler. But if you go over in that freezer, she got some little crawfish pies that you get that they already made up, and you put them things in the oven.
Yeah.
It ought to be illegal for something to taste that good. Jiggy Bees, go see her.
Hey guys, this just came across strong thunderstorm impact north central Decatur, southern Miller, southwestern early and Seminole through 9 p.m. Doppler radar indicated west of Bainbridge, moving toward Donaldsonville at 25. Wind gust up to 40 miles an hour in it.
Hmm. I saw a. This ain't no joke. I saw somebody sent one of I don't forget who sent one of the guys a screenshot last night. I don't know how they got it, but it was over their house. They had some kind of weather thing. It was, you could tell it was it. I don't know if they got a special app or something. Charlie, you might know. They might make these things. But anyway, it kind of looked like a bullseye, sort of. And as it got out, and it got a lighter and lighter color of red. But right over his house, it was dark red, and in that circle, and it had 70 mph on it,
I
70
saw
mile an
that.
hour winds, right out there where that's where all them trees went down.
Yeah, I
That's
know. Out there
all
between Concord and Damascus. You
Marty
know,
Tabbs,
I rode by
right
that
out there,
going.
Marty Tabbs.
Yeah, up at that, that Kevin Taft at Storms. I rode by there and I didn't see any corn blown down. So
Hmm.
they have improved this corn variety so it will stand up. If whatever corn variety that was that Storm and Kevin planted out there, need to find out. And another one was a Clay Bodrick. I didn't see any of his corn blown down right there on that Harmony Church Road deal there. But used to it blow down. I remember back in 1977, I lost a whole crop of corn. It rained. Only time it rained, it blowed all my corn down. It was about this time of the year, middle of June. I had watered and watered and watered and watered with coat pipe and rainbow irrigation traveler, watered, coated pipe, watered, made me a crop of corn. And first rain we got, it put it flat on the ground. Yeah. And they've been
Marvin,
putting varieties a lot.
see see if that picture. See if can you put that up there?
Yeah, give me just a minute.
I'm just gonna give you a little bit of a little idea of what uh, what the weather was like last night. It was rough. Now I'm telling you, it was that power line that was burning. It put a haze of smoke. It was causing the fire alarm to go off over at the 911 center. We had to come back up there, and it was just smoke everywhere. That was some
Where did it fall
powerful
down at?
stuff.
Where would the pipe? Where would the pole fall down, Queen?
Right there at the corner of First Street and Pine Street.
I see. Hmm.
Right there, and man, that was some power. Of course, they was several down, but that was the one big line. Then we had another main transformer line go down out there in that field off of right, kind of going behind PK's out there.
Uh huh.
But when Marvin gets his picture up here, that's what it done to the flagpole at the fire station.
Oh.
Yes, sir.
Woo.
Dang.
That's what it done to it.
The wind you talking about?
Yes, sir. And that thing went through Hurricane Michael.
Mm.
Mm.
Mercy.
And it got it last night. We got the flag down off, got it all folded up like it's supposed to be, but that's what was left of the pole right there.
Mm.
Yep,
Ah,
yep. It
And
was
Mr.
rough.
Mike King has joined us. Welcome, Dino Mike.
Dynamite. I wonder if he got Dismute hooked up. Maybe he got. I told Dismute, I said you gonna win the prize if you'll be tuned in tonight. You'll win the trivia prize if you be tuned in. Did you get that talking about different things, interesting things like the flagpole bent and all that? Did you get that picture I sent you? That video? Did I
Yeah,
send you
yeah,
the
yeah,
video?
yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
let me.
if you put it on, you ain't got to play the whole thing, but play it, but mute the thing so we don't have to listen to all that music that they play.
Yeah, I can't. I gotta play the whole thing. I can't play part of it, so I'm gonna
Okay,
play
but
the
can you
thing.
mute it? Can you mute the thing?
Let me see what I can do. If I can, I will. If I can't, I won't. How
I'm
about that?
gonna, I'm gonna show y'all. I lived with these people over there.
But
That
you're gonna have to talk about it after the video because they can't hear you
yeah,
talking.
yeah. Okay, Randy keeps it down. Says Disney watch it. Good.
All right, so here you go.
Here's the video.
المواقف تجرح الرجال وتجيب العلوم والدرب أحد يمشي لين أقصاه واللحد انقصر الدرب ما يبغى ضعيف القصر هزع العزوم اللي يهرول في الساعة ويضيع حزة العسر يا هاجسي وجه الخصوص دق من وجه العموم وانا بشر واشوف والانسان له وجهة نظر احد يعوم البحر واحد في البحر يعجز يعوم واللي ما يعرف للبحر حذر لا يغرق في البحر يا صاحبي والله ماني طالب شيء معدوم المعرفة لها ضوابط ما يكنسلها العدو اللي ما يقف مع رفيقه لا حضر وقت اللزوم وقت الغلا الله يغني عنه والدنيا عبر ما للجمال غير طلقين المحيا والقروم اللي لي ضاقت.
What in?
This is this was in Saudi Arabia. Is where this is at. That's where this is taken. And I live with the people over there in Saudi Arabia and interacted with them on a daily basis. And this is nothing strange about this in Saudi Arabia. This is another typical day. But here's the deal. Here's what I think that what they're trying to they want to join the NASCAR race. They want to get them a car, sponsor them a car, and they can take their pit crew with them to change the tires. They don't even have to pull them to the pit. They can change the tire while they're going. And I'm sure somewhere in there was a 5-gallon can of gas in there somewhere.
Mm.
But that's
Mm.
these
I
people.
think there was a.
These
I think
people
there's a.
that just saw on this doing this, they are not afraid of dying. That's the point of all of this. You're not going to scare them or frighten them by threatening to kill them because that's apparently is what they want to do. So you're not going to. We've been looking at this thing all wrong about how to deal with the Muslim terrorists. You can't scare killing into them. They don't care. They want to. You kill me. I go straight to Allah. Anyway, just telling you what I observed on this.
Mercy.
Johnny, tell them about Billy Shingler.
Bill or Billy? Who you want to talk about?
Billy
Hey,
Shingler.
Yeah, don't talk
hey,
about Bill. Don't talk about Bill. He deceased.
Yeah.
if you need a lawyer, from simple things like writing up a will or sending a letter to somebody you might be mad at and don't want to actually get in a fist fight with them, but just let them know how you feel. All the way up to trial law, you'll find it at Shingler Law, Billy Shingler. He just left a while ago, a bar association meeting. Had it up there on the screen, I think Decatur County Bar Association. He's very active in the field of law and works well across county lines with other lawyers and judges. Billy Shingler, folks, if it's an accident you've been in, if it's any kind of need for an attorney from a will to a major injury, Billy Shingler is the man to call, and the number to call 229-524-1225. He's even kept us out of jail for about 5 years now.
Still doing it.
Can't be that. I mean, still keeping us out of jail for the things we say and we do on this program. Billy Shingler, Shingler Law, Donaldsonville, Georgia.
He works in Baker County too. I think he's bona fide in Baker County. I think he
Yeah.
got credentials in Baker County, which is big. Which is big.
Yep.
If you got good standing up there, you doing business now.
He he ain't the best lawyer in the world. He just the best that anybody's ever seen.
Exactly. Exactly.
That's kind of the way that's the way that works. And
Speaking
so
speaking of speaking of NASCAR, I'll say this. Some of the old heads in the business, I saw a little interview the other day and tried to copy it and was not successful. But it was a Mark Martin who, the three of us on me and Weasel and Floyd know very well about Mark Martin, his career, and he's not scared to be critical of the France family. He don't call them out as the France family like we would, but he said, look, what was wrong with the way NASCAR was? What was wrong with the tracks they were running in? And why is NASCAR wanting to get so big with a worldwide footprint? And he's right. NASCAR was a blue collar sport created by a bunch of moonshine running rednecks out of the mountains of the Carolinas and was successful for all these years. And it's like Mark says, what's wrong with the size we are or were? Why do we all have to change and change and change this inclusion? We got Pride Month, so NASCAR's got to be a part of that. I think everybody is, not everybody, but most common sense folks are beginning to see what's actually going on with some of these big companies and corporations and wanting to be all inclusive and everything else. Mark Martin's right. The France family has ruined NASCAR. It is no more as far as I'm concerned.
Okay, here's the deal with you talking about. You said the perfect word, the family. Family. They're gone. All the ones that's created that and started that, they gone. They off the deal. The young ones coming up now, the grandchildren, the heirs to be, if you will, of the France fortune. Uh, they all cake fed. They all they didn't they wouldn't know how to put gas in a car. Uh, Put gas in their own car. They wouldn't know how to
No,
do it. Same thing with any kind of corporation, big corporation that you got right now. Me and I can't remember who the guy was. We were having a conversation the other day about big corporate America, and I said, corporate America is now run by a bunch of hippies, and he said he added to it. He said hippies and sissies, if you will. That's what's running corporate America. Now,
yeah,
I mean, they don't have any life experiences. They never have accomplished anything other than getting some kind of degree from some worthless university. But that's who's running corporate America, and they're going to run it into the ground. They are going to run it totally into the ground. Whatever they touch, it's just like New York City or wherever a Democrat touches something, he's going to run it in the ground. Same way with these corporations. They're a bunch of
And
sissies and hippies, and that's it. That's what's
go,
going on.
going back to the NASCAR thing, Bill France Sr., I remember they come down on him pretty hard about praying before the race. And he told him, he said, look, he said, we got an easy fix to that. He said, if you don't want to pray before one of my races, he said, don't come to my racetrack. That's simple. That's kind of like we say, if you don't like what we say, there's an off button on there.
Yes,
Hit
sir.
it.
exactly.
Hit it. Switch it over.
Hit
It
it.
got a button, a
It's,
knob, or whatever you got. What we got now, Charlie?
let's do a weather update. Things look to
Uh-huh.
be getting a lot better. That system is weakening. It's now across the bottom part, lower end of Miller County, heading into Seminole County and some of it into Early County, but it's lost a lot of its punch, hasn't it, Queasy?
It has. I keep it. I hope it keeps losing. Hope it brings
Yeah.
some rain, but I hope it keeps losing some more punch.
That
Just
was from
one.
our attorney right there. He just sent that in. That was this morning on Highway 45.
Oh yeah, yeah. No joke. There was some semblance of Hurricane Michael this morning early when I was first
Mhm. Yep.
riding about and checking everything because it was some more of them snaps. There wasn't no twist like no twist, just a snap.
Mhm.
And it was some rough. And they said that the thing about it was the weather. The National Weather Service said this was very unique because the weather hardly ever comes out of the northeast to the southwest. But he said that's what they're going to do, and it did.
Something other unique about it, Queasel, the National Weather Service office in Tallahassee, Florida, covers one of the largest areas of any weather service in the South, I guess up north as well. They cover all the way from the other side of Tallahassee back to about Bonifay to Funiac Springs. They cover 5 of our counties here in southeast Alabama, all the ones over in southwest Georgia through Albany. And at one time or another, in about a 5 hour period yesterday, every county under the watch of the National Weather Service Office, Tallahassee, Florida, was under a severe thunderstorm warning, and don't know if that's ever happened before.
Yeah, they go way on down. They go to one of old Floyd's favorite places down there in Florida. They go down there to Dixie County. They
Yes,
cover
sir.
Yeah.
Dixie
Yeah.
County is the end of their going down that way. That's I think that's about the end of where they go down there. But that
Well,
every time
did you go to church down there in Dixie County?
who
Yeah.
Floyd?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come
Every
through
time
that.
I go through there, I think about him. I
Come
think
through
about
that
old
one.
Floyd.
Yeah. I come through
Huh?
that one night. Coming home from the Daytona 500 car race,
How
if you
in the
will.
world you wound
Sunday
up in?
night. On a Sunday night. Me
How
and
did you wind up in Dixie County?
I
Coming
don't know.
from
Yeah, wait, think about it now. I've been down there. I've been down there for 3 days and 4 nights.
Oh,
you was worse than Bookie and Uncle Dump's wine, wasn't you?
Calhoun, Don Calhoun, Burley Franklin, Frog Wills, and me.
That's
All in
enough.
a
That's all you need to say right there.
all
That's enough.
in a new 1969 Dodge Charger.
oh.
Was there? Well, let me ask this question: were any libations involved?
They had me, but we done run out of money. See, we were running on fumes, literally and figuratively.
We went to.
Because you will
That's
run
how we.
out. I promise you, you will run out of money if
Oh
you go
yeah.
on and you start libating yourself. You're gonna run out of money eventually because there's none coming in, and there ain't nobody brought enough with them to get you back up. But we had stopped in Perry, Florida, going down. See, and down there they had a he was he was a libation store kind of Perry kind of down there. It was down there some palmetto bushes, you know. And you went on down. They had a big sale on that on that cliff, and we loaded up on that. But anyway, we done all right, you know. We could bum around in the infield and get something to eat, you know. And
Yeah,
you know what
you
I'm
can do
talking about.
that.
You've been
Oh
there,
Yeah.
yeah.
Charlie, you've been there. I've been there 100 times. You can
Mm.
always bum around because they folks in there. They got their motor homes and they got their
I
cameras with
guarantee you.
their tents, and they cooking. They always cooking something. And I thought that was the coolest thing. And man, yeah, we walk by, we walk by, and we pull by. And man, I sure would. I sure do
You
smell. Y'all help yourself. Come on. And about
you
half,
Pass them.
about half of them was from Wisconsin or somewhere like that, you know. And they just
Fond
love
du
it.
Lac.
Oh yeah, Fond du Lac, Wisconsin.
You can park too close to the fire too.
Yeah, yeah. Marvin's cousin down there. Marvin's cousin Frog. It was closing down time. I think that was the next year we was down there. Frog was on his car. He bought him a LTD, a new Ford LTD, big old long. That thing had a hood on it, long as it was long as a rope. That hood was. Anyway, we've been, I know some of y'all are probably bored with this, but it's human things that we
I
live.
ain't bored with it.
Right, I thought this was Frog. Oh yeah, this was Frog and Pearlie Franklin. They was down there on that. Me and somebody I can't say we was on another car. But anyway, Frog they was they were gonna cruise out the infield. And the people down there we talking about cooking food, they cook it. They most of the food they cook. They built a fire down there and cook. You don't want an open fire down there, cooking bacon and all that kind of cooking, and big old bed of coals. So anyway, Frog and Pearlie, they had they had seen some girls there. They were some girls that they was gonna hook up. You know, really. I mean, it's like 7 o'clock at night on Sunday night. And we gonna hook up and go off on a trip somewhere, I'm sure. So anyway, they were gonna stop there and entertain those girls with their wisdom and with their charm. They were gonna charm them. And anyway, they got there talking to the girls. And one of the girls looked at it and said, excuse me, but your tire is on fire." He had parked his back tire in a bed of hot coals. he caught the towel on fire. It was burning. It was. He said, I got to put it out. So we were in the infield. Now, people everywhere. They were in the infield. People they try to load up the camper and he started cutting donuts on with his LTD. He started trying to put the fire out. I mean, that's what you don't put dirt on fire, you try to put he found it spun around there and he had dirt flying. He had dirt and gravel flying everywhere. They don't I mean windshields he probably busted out of.
he was he was trying to stop, drop, and roll.
He
That's what
probably
he
got
was
it
trying.
put out and he headed south. But that was it. I mean, it one of them times down there. We were down there at the Daytona 500.
100.
Man, we was some straight. You talk about some straight South Georgia rednecks. They had showed up down there.
Yes, sir. I've been there many times.
Yeah,
Yes,
you ain't never seen
yes.
nobody with the car towel fire though, have you, please? Or
No,
did
I ain't done it. We used to go on the Wonder Lodge though. Sheriff Holt named it the Wonder Lodge because we go off on it. He said we wonder if y'all gonna make it back or not. We never went nowhere what we didn't have to work on. We going down there one night. Me and I had some, I had some fine exclusive uh, people with me that night. I had Junior Rison and Raymond Holt Jr. was with me and our wives, and we come tearing down I-10, doing everything that old Wonder Lodge would do, which was about 60, and we the water pump went out on it,
you know?
and so we
Ain't no
had to
big deal.
pull over side the road. And they found some fella and paid him some money, and he took him. I don't know where he took him, somewhere way down the road, down there somewhere between Live Oak or Lake City, somewhere, and had a 24-hour part store. 24-hour part. Bought a water pump for a 19, what was that? I think it was a 70 Dodge with a three, with it, no, with 360.
318. They had a
No, it wasn't 318, the big. Was it 360? Was it 360 with a cross
361.
bench?
They had a 361 in it. Had a
Maybe that's what
38.
it was.
Uh,
Anyway, they had it, and you had to change the water pump on this here old camper. You had to pull the radiator out, and the only way to pull the radiator out was from under the bottom. So it took both of them to go get a water pump, and they left me there
take
to yeah, so I worked all night. That next morning at 20 minutes to 6, we pulled out. We were 40 miles Greenville, Florida, on I-10. We were about 40 miles west of Tallahassee. Next morning, and at 20 minutes to 6, we come pulling out, headed to Daytona. Right
Yes,
on down
sir.
there, just like ain't nothing never
Ain't nothing
happened.
happened. Ain't nothing happened. No, ain't nothing
No-
happened. Let's go.
Not
Let's
a
boogie.
thing.
Let's boogie.
Marvin,
Yes, sir.
you got those pictures I sent you.
Yeah.
I want to show. This is an interesting group of folks. The one at the to the right is yours truly, David Summers of Wiregrass Radio fame, and retired professional wrestler, retired baseball player, retired deputy bailiff Jerry Stubbs worked with him many years in the wrestling business. He and his
Mm,
wife Maureen came through with their granddaughter. You'll see in the left-hand photo. That's Miss Chandler, 9 years old, and she is one beautiful, sweet young lady. Uh, I don't know how many grandkids they got, but they came down to buy some tomatoes and other type produce to take back to south of Atlanta where they live. So we spent a good lunch
I,
together on Saturday.
yeah, I see that shirt he's on. I can tell he's saved.
Hey guys, big shout out to Phillips Auto Parts and Holster 9, our proud sponsor here on Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show. Phillips Auto Parts, right on Highway 27 in Colquitt, Georgia. Listen, all your auto parts needs. Maybe you need a water pump like Queasel needed that time. Go by there. Johnny don't have it, he'll get it for you. I promise you that. All kind of automobile parts, all kind of tractor parts, farming parts, um, oil, hydraulic oils, fuels, whatever you need. They got a little gift shop in there. World famous Floyd B. Lloyd rabbit pellet grills and all flavors of rabbit pellets. And then right next door is the Holstered 9. Man, oh man, What a nice firearms store. Any kind of firearms, long guns, shotguns, rifles, pistols, ammunition, hunting supplies, hunting paraphernalia, duck blinds, dove blinds, turkey blinds, deer blinds, whatever you need right there at the Holstered Nine, which is located on Highway 27 in Colquitt, Georgia, just outside of town. Go by and see them. Tell them you heard about them on Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show. Hey guys, it's time for trivia here. Southern Hissy Fits is our sponsor of the trivia time. Brought to us, they're located at 109 West College Street on the southwest corner of the square. All your embroidery needs, t-shirts, tumblers, logos, digital designs, caps, anything personalized, whatever you need it, Miss Vicky can hook you up. And the winner tonight will receive a logo, Charlie Platt, the Dirt Road Sports Show car tag, logoed, and trademarked compliments of Southern Hissy Fits. And here's the trivia question tonight: year, make, and model. Year, make, and model of the automobile.
Mm-hmm.
Make and model of the automobile.
Man, can you imagine riding up and pulling up you just to your girlfriend's house and that thing right there?
Mm-mm.
They tear the door off. They tear the door off, get out of the house, and get in that car right there. I'm telling you. I'm telling you now.
Yeah. See, it only.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if you had a car like that, or one that would outrun a telephone call, you could get you a girlfriend. So they load up, honey.
There's a good looking car right there. Somebody did a good job restoring it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that thing, that's one of them liquor hauling cars there.
All right, Castrate and Call just texted in. He said it's a 1957 Oldsmobile. That is
That's
not
right.
right.
That's right. He got it.
Yeah, he did. He
He
did
got
get
it.
it.
He got it. He sure did. That's 57
Yep.
Oldsmobile 88.
Yeah, that's it.
Oldsmobile
I thought he
88.
did. I thought it was a 58, but it's a 57. Man, old Castrating Carl was quick on the draw tonight.
He got it quick on the draw. I'm telling you now, he's ready.
If he
I'm
if he
glad he
put
won.
if he puts that special Floyd seed got on the air, if he puts that out there like that, he'll be able to buy him one of them cars for long.
He will.
Yeah.
He will. He puts
Ah,
that special out there.
yeah.
He needs to focus on San Francisco and Martha's Vineyard for this.
Wait a minute, I didn't see that. It looked like Dismute probably might have beat him, and I think Cressman might have one. So we're going to have to split one. We're going to have to give Dismute a tag too.
Well, yeah, well, yes, sir. Yeah,
Yeah,
I get.
Yeah.
He probably has one or has had one. I
yeah,
know he's
Hmm.
had one in that junkyard at some time in his
Yeah.
life.
yeah.
Y'all
What
know
he,
what Disney my toe was at the junkyard. I was in there visiting with him one day. It's actually a salvage emporium. It's not a junkyard. It's it's a classic car parts emporium. That's what he ran. I was in there with him one day, and a fella come in there, and he said, "Uh, uh, if you got a you got a steering wheel for 75 Funiac, Pontiac, 1975 Funiac Catalina," and he big well, said, "I might have." He said, "If you hear," said, "what it run? What that steering wheel run?" He said, "Well," he said, "here's the deal." He said, "If you go down there and take the steering wheel off, then it's $5." He said, "If I have to go down there and take the steering wheel off, I don't have one."
Woo.
That's true story. That's absolutely what I said. See, we don't have to make this stuff up. See all you people, y'all get all. How y'all come up? How y'all sit down and figure all this stuff out? What you gonna say? We can't. How can we do that? How can we
if
sit
And
down?
we all got teleprompters we read
Yeah,
off.
we all got
It's
telephone.
all
Yeah,
scripted. Yeah.
script. We got a script that one. Oh, the mercy.
hey,
hey,
we
there's John Best is talking about it right there about the Peach Depot, and that brings us to it. Floyd, go ahead while he's talking about it up there. Tell him about it.
Oh man, what you that's a destination right there, Orange City, Georgia. Everybody knows where Orange City, Georgia is. If you don't, you ought to know. Orange City, Georgia, the location, the home of the famous Peach Depot. Get you some of them good fresh Georgia peaches. Get you some good fry. Get you some good green tomatoes and take them home and fry them. Fresh picked peas, butter beans, tomatoes. Got some ground up grits, ground cornmeal, non-GMO stuff. It won't mess your system up. It'll complement your system. Y'all go see them at the Peach Depot right there on Highway 84 at the old train depot. You can't miss it. Go see them, get your stuff. And while you there, you ask them about them boiled peanuts they got, and you ask them about that peach ice cream. And I'll tell you what you're gonna do if you buy your bag of them boiled peanuts, you're gonna turn around and come get you another bag of. And if you buy you a cup of that peach ice cream, you're probably gonna eat it before you ever leave the parking lot. And you're gonna tell them the pick me up one to go, one of them peach ice creams to go. Go down there and see them right there on Highway 84, Iron City, Georgia, the Peach Depot, one of the best places, run family owned operation. Good place. The youngers are fix. They're the ones fix the ice cream up for you. They'll make sure you get you a good serving and they'll make sure it's good stuff. Y'all go see them at the Pizza Depot. You won't be disappointed with that.
Good food and good folks. Good
Amen.
food.
Don't get no better than that.
You're right about that. You are right about that.
So
Man, I, oh,
we decided we're gonna get Diz Meat won. He won the prize tonight.
yeah, we have to give Diaz Meat one. I don't know if Cressman ain't got one, we'll get them
We
both.
get we'll get both of them. Both Bill Dismick's a brand new viewer. He's
Yeah,
just tuned in to us thanks to Dynamite King. I think tutored him on how to hook up with us and all. So Dismick's in with us, and Carl's been with us a while. Carl really testifies about it. So but we help Carl out too, with the
yeah,
with the
Mhm.
advertisement and all that.
yeah. Old call.
His business
Ain't over.
booming.
It's straight and call.
You know, they were the specific reason I did all I could do to get back here, and I was on late, and but to get back here, they was a specific reason I wanted to be on the show tonight, and I ain't seen that reason yet.
Yeah, that's it right there.
Yeah, that's
Hmm.
it. Right. That was Marvin in Las Vegas.
Hmm.
You know, hey, he witnessed it. Marlon is witness. He witnessed it.
On the script.
He's on a mission trip. Marlon's on a mission trip. He got his look. You see, he got his pool pit set up.
Woo!
Let's go ahead and explain something to these people out here that watch us. They get some of them. Yes, they get all twisted out of shape about us picking on each other. And if you'll notice, we all are laughing. We're all laughing at this. And some of you people out there that might be watching this show, you might not think nothing's funny. You might not find any humor in anything. But and you walk around all the time like you got a corn cob stuck up your butt and you're sucking on a lemon. I mean, that's what you look like. I seen a, I seen a preacher the other day, Mark. I'm gonna give you a prime example. I seen a
Uh-oh.
preacher the other day. I saw him, and I was actually at his church, and I walked up to him and I told him I said I took my hand out and then I said Billy Kimball. He said, "Yeah." I found it hilarious, absolutely hilarious. That man took himself so seriously. He knew who I was. He knew who I was when I walked in the door. I think he got. I
Most
think,
folks do.
yeah, they do. He knew exactly who I was. But I said I'm going to engage him, and just to see, what kind of spirit, what moves. And he got. I'm Billy Kim. Yeah. Listen to me. If you ain't got a sense of humor, if you think that people joking about one another that are good friends in life and joke with one another, if you think there's something wrong with that, let me tell you what it is. People, they're not, people are not laughing. You're not laughing with people and they're not laughing with you. They're laughing at you.
Hmm.
because you have taken yourself way too serious. And let me tell you
You,
what, sport. Let me tell you what you're gonna do. You one of these days, you're gonna be pleading that you're gonna be find yourself in a spot that you wish you could laugh, and it won't come to you. But I just want to share that with y'all about how serious people take themselves, and they cannot figure out how we work. They cannot figure for the life of them how we can work together.
Can I give a testimony now that we're on the churches and preachers and
Sure,
everything?
yes, sir.
This past Sunday morning, I was standing on the porch of a certain Baptist church in Edge of Miller County, and the pastor opened the door to look out on the porch and see which one of his deacons or other parishioners were out there and see what the crowd was going to look like. He saw me and slammed the door in my face.
mm,
Now, if I was a sensitive person, I would have had to go for counseling
Mhm.
at that very point.
he weren't trying to send you no message or nothing, was he?
I just figured from that little slam of door, he had done come home from Las Vegas and looked at everything that was said about him on Thursday night's edition of yours truly and the two sports.
I told him. He asked me, "Did we come down on him?" I said, "No." I said, "We lifted you
No.
up."
No,
We
we
told
lifted
him
him up.
I said,
Don't
we
give up.
told him that you was out there because the well people don't need no doctor. You was out there in Sin City. Look at it.
Oh, if y'all don't laugh at that right now, if that ain't funny, to you, cut us off. Tune us out right now.
What was it? Wait, you said one time when we was at Cotton Hall and somebody wasn't laughing, you said if you don't find that funny, you need to go take an enema.
Go get you one. Clean yourself out. If that ain't funny, yeah, cut us off. Cut us off. We don't care. We don't care if you don't never watch us again. Cut us off if you don't think that's funny. So,
Marvin, what did he call them two women that night that wouldn't stand up when they were singing "God Bless the USA"? What?
I don't remember. He was not
I
happy.
mean,
I promise you
no, he
that.
was that far away from him and looked right at him and called them
Yeah.
out. I
I
can't
mean,
I
they
can't
sat
remember
there.
what
They,
it.
they wasn't there when Lee Greenwood singing that song.
Yeah.
God bless the U.S. They sat there. They sat there with their arms folded, had their pocketbooks in their lap.
Oh, they was somebody way better, more important than Greenwood singing that song.
Oh yeah, you right on that song. You
Oh
did that. Oh
man, what are you
yeah.
talking about?
Oh, I'm
That
sorry.
was
Master
none other
John might
than
go to Lee
James C.
Greenwood.
Buddy J. Johnson Jr. the
Oh,
third singing that song.
What
he
did you
got
say? What did you Floyd always called him the tender Texan in the tight
tender
fitting
Texas in
trousers.
the tight fitting trousers.
Oh, go ahead, Charlie. Tell him.
He
Woo!
got
We're
catching breath.
talking we're talking about fresh seafood earlier. We're going to talk about fresh beef right now. So we can meet company and both Headland, Alabama on 431 and over in Southwest Georgia, US 27 between Colquitt and Blakely has got the freshest, best steak you'll ever see in this part of the country. Locally produced beef by Sewigga Meat Company. They got steaks, whether it be ribeye, filet mignon, New York strip, beautiful T-bones they'll cut for you. Or if you like some great ground beef, they've got that as well. Prime cuts of meat, and you'll also find great uh, pork chops, smoked pork chops, a lot of great different sausage, pan sausage. They also have link sausage. They smoke their own sausage. They do it right. If you haven't tried Sawigga meat, this would be a good weekend to do it. Sawigga Meat Company, where you also find great seasonings. At the Headland location, you'll find some products from Working Cows Dairy, including cheeses, chocolate milk, all kind of great products. Sawigga Meats, 431 North Headland, Alabama, and over in Southwest Georgia, US 27 between Colquitt and Blakely. You won't find any better in this part of the country.
Hey, Queasel, I know y'all talked about him earlier. Give him another shout out if you
Oh
would.
man, hey, this is the place. I'm pretty much distraught. I'm kind of beside myself. I ain't been out there yet this week to get my black and catfish fix. I have to have it at least once a week, but I ain't had a chance to get out there. But let me tell you something. That place right there, if you leave there hungry, it is your fault. You go in there, and here's the thing that I like about it. This is what makes it good to me. They don't got a bunch of stuff sitting out there in some water keeping it warm. You order something, they go back there and cook it fresh. Now it might take 5 minutes or so longer to get it, but when it comes out, it's fresh, it's hot, and it's ready to eat, and it is good. They got the best catfish fillet. It don't make no difference where you get them, blackened or fried, whichever way you want them. Wings, they got some of the best chicken wings you ever want to eat. Hamburger steak, Floyd showed it to you a while ago, man. You can't get no better than that. Anything that you want, they got a shrimp po' boy that is, I'm telling you, as good as you get anywhere. But they're the home of the one and only Floyd B. Lloyd home cut fries. All you got to do is say, "I want some Floyd B. Lloyd fries." You ain't got to say nothing else. She knows exactly what to get, how to stack them up, and how to bring them to you. They got the biggest salad bar you ever want to see. Friendly service, just clean, good, hometown people feed you a good meal for a good price. TK's Bar and Grill, 571 North Cufford Street, north of town just a little bit. Going out Highway 45 like you're going to Damascus, you'll see where Cuthbert Street comes in there at the little V. Look to your left and you'll see them. Go on in there and tell them that you heard about them on the Dirt Road Sports. They open every day for lunch and then they open Thursday, Friday, and Saturday nights for supper. I mean, no, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday night for supper. Go tell them, eat and enjoy.
Hey guys, just got this sent in by Professor Charles Pickle. He had some damage up that way. Show you the. I have
Yes,
no
sir.
I have no idea where the music come in on that. I think it was on mine here. But did you see that big old
I,
peacock tree it
I
blew up?
did. Hey
Bloody
man,
old.
I got the phone call today. You ain't the only one that's spoon fed there, Marvin.
Uh oh.
I got the phone call today and asked me did I want some peas, and I said yeah. He said you remember how to get to my house? I said I'm on the way. I am on the way. I went out there and got me some peas and some onions. And he said, "How about tomato?" He said, "Did you grow any tomato?" I said, "I tried to grow them exactly like you said." I said, I pulled all the leaves off, set the top three, put them all underground. I said, I put that calcium, whatever it was you told me to put in there, put baking soda around them, babied them, and they ever one of them died. He said, "You ain't got your wife no tomatoes?" I said, "Nope." He said, "Follow me." So we go down there to the garden, and let me tell you, talking about some tomatoes. Woo, he has got them. And
That's
so
the flavor,
I
Queasy.
know it.
The
Listen, I went out there and picked some that'll be ripening up, ready to eat in a day or two. I said, "Do you mind if I get me a few of them green ones so she can fry them up?" He said, "Get all you want. Get you some of
Amen.
them." I got me some of them things. And let me tell you something. That man right there, he has a gift for growing. Everybody can't grow. I believe he can grow anything. I believe he could. You could give him a concrete slab, he'd grow a garden on it.
yeah.
I honestly believe he could do it. He is the we don't call him the professor of produce for nothing. He had peas out there, man, good friend. Uh, I love him to death. But Charles Pickle, you ain't no finer, ain't no. I already tell y'all what he does for the fire department, letting us use his pond. Ain't no finer fella that walks. Him and Pam, his wife, they just do whatever they can for anybody that'll let them. Good folks. But Marvin, just wanted to rub it in a little bit, let you know I
I,
got a little bit of that spoon too.
I'm with you. I'm gonna tell you now, them tomatoes, man, and then
Woo!
squash, hot a mighty nose.
It,
Make your tongue beat your brains out right
mm,
there. Hey
it, it,
guys, Berry Hill Auctioneers, y'all know him, TC Berry Hill, proprietor in general of the establishment, and our sponsor in exclusivity and perpetuity of the Floyd's list of impossibilities and a whole lot more. Our good friend, Mr. TC Berry Hill.
Floyd's list of impossibilities. Got a little short list tonight, but I think it covers a pretty good bit of territory, if you will. Impossibility. There is a Muslim terrorist anywhere in the world that a Democrat does not love. They
Can't
know they
argue with
love.
that.
They know they love them some Muslim terrorists and some illegal alien criminals.
Mm.
That's too. And especially if you burn something down and steal everything and then ever store around there, they love you even more. But forget about wiping Iran's nuclear program off the map. Well, we hate that. No, no, that was you being insensitive when you were doing that. But they are Muslim terrorists in the world, and a Democrat does not love. If that's who you are, Democrat, that's exactly who you are. That's who you align yourself with, and that's who I associate you with. So, just in case you're wondering how I feel about it, call me. Call me. Impossibility that these descriptions exist. Impossibility that these definitions that I'm going to call out to you exist in reality. First one is an Islamic civilization does not exist. It's impossible for Islam and civilization to coexist. Don't exist. Transgenderism does not exist. There's no such thing as a transgender anything. Now, you may be a dude walking around that done paid you a visit to castrate and call Christmas, but you ain't no
Whew.
woman, and you won't never be no woman. I don't care how many tampons you buy, you ain't gonna be no woman. I don't care how high your shoes are, you ain't gonna be no woman,
Woo!
and you gonna still be ugly. And here's one. Here's a total straight impossibility. A sane Democrat, complete lunatics. I'm sorry I didn't mean to sugarcoat that for y'all Democrats. Here's one right here. This is an impossibility that Barack, that Barry Barack Hussein Obama loves America.
Mm.
Impossibility. Here's the last one right here. Impossibility that Bill Clinton cares if Hillary Clinton ever draws another breath. That's it. I'm done.
Woo!
What's Marvin? He flipping in and out. What
Marvin
Marvin?
bouncing around, ain't he?
What
What
you
are you
doing,
doing,
Marvin?
Marvin?
What
I
you,
don't
What's
know.
wrong,
he said
Marvin?
he said
Something's
he hitting them buttons. He done
something's.
muted himself now.
You can't hear me.
Yeah,
We
he ain't
can
Yeah,
talking.
we
now.
can now.
Well, leave them buttons alone, Marvin. Go ahead.
All right, let's talk a little weather. We've had several scares, not a lot of rain in a lot of locations. A few folks are getting real good rain. A lot of folks. Noticed Carl Cressman earlier on our page said, not hardly getting down his part of the country. Same thing here, north and south. We got chances of rain. It's the hit and miss type rain, folks. Let me kind of run through this. And by the way, thanks to the folks at Kelly Crop Insurance, Colquitt, Georgia, for being part of our get together every Thursday night, serving the Wiregrass area. Kelly Crop Insurance. Slight chance of some showers. Still got a few showers working their way through southwest Georgia, moving from east to west over in parts of southeast Alabama and possibly the Florida Panhandle. And then Friday, we got about a 60% chance of rain. Whether you're in Colquitt, Georgia, Dothan, Alabama, don't matter. Going to be mostly sunny most of the day. But then get up to 91 degrees in the afternoon. Going to have that 60% chance of rain down to 30% tomorrow night. Get to Saturday, it bump it up a little bit, 65 to 70% on Saturday and Sunday as well. But note that most of the day will be sunny, and then you'll see those afternoon and evening showers and thunderstorms popping up all over the region. Hot temperatures, not quite as bad as what we experienced. Boys, it was tough all over this area earlier in the week. You don't get, when you get into that 97-degree range, man alive, it is something else to deal with. But not nearly as bad next week as what we experienced this week, temperature wise. Appreciate y'all watching. We love y'all. Appreciate y'all coming in with us on Thursday nights. Continue to pray for our nation. A lot of things happening, and always remember most of this national media cannot be trusted. We're finding out more and more every day how they leak this and leak that. And I don't think a man has ever walked the face of the earth. I think the preacher will back me up on this, hated by a lot, was Jesus Christ. And I don't think a human, though, has ever been hated as much as Donald Trump by a bunch of simple minded sheep led to whatever the media and other people try to get them to believe. It's sad. So pray for our president. He is making a lot of tough decisions, but there's a lot of things getting done. And we just need to pray that that continues. Uh, be mindful of all the folks that work in first response. These thunderstorms coming up. Coezel's had to be busy the last few days, and volunteer fire departments are running trying to put out lightning fires and attics and things like that. So keep those folks in your prayers. And with that, Coezel, I turn it over to you.
Thank you, Charlie. Thank you. Hey, thank y'all for letting us come in on Thursday night, man, and letting us come in and spend some time with your family, and we appreciate it. Good to have old Marvin back. Marvin, he is back in Miller County now. He got his anchor out. I don't know how long it's gonna hold, but he's got his anchor out right now. Yeah, he liable to get another. He liable to get another mission trip up. You just can't never tell about Marvin, but
Los
uh,
Angeles. I hear a rumor that's next on his list.
well, I hear that the word kind of coming back that they thinking about getting out there and giving him a standing show out there at one of those casino things, those big shows they have out there. You know, I noticed when I first come on, he was showing, one fella there that could flatten out your saying. They think about letting old Marvin have him a spot out there. So we trying to keep Marvin from going, but he's glad he's back. It just ain't the same if he ain't him, because we don't ever know what size TV folks is watching us on if Marvin ain't here to tell us what about that size TV. But we appreciate y'all trusting us to let us come in and spend a little time with y'all. We love y'all. Maybe we made you smile. Maybe we made you laugh, because if we did, that was the whole point. If we could just make
Hmm.
you laugh, forget about whatever it is just eating at you and it's digging at you for just a few minutes, because that's what everybody needs to learn, how to laugh. Floyd done talked about it. And life is what you make it. And if you choose to be old sourpuss all the time, that's just what you're gonna be. But we choose not to. We choose to laugh and to be happy and to take bad situations and trust the Lord and know that He's gonna do what's right in them, and we're gonna keep on being happy. We done read the book. We know who's gonna win in the end. We on His team. We ain't gonna lose, so we got a right to be happy, and we hope you do too. If it's just good to go through life without having to worry about all that stuff. You give your worries to Him, and He'll take care of it. Listen, when you see a veteran, thank them. Tell them thank you. Tell them you appreciate what they done. Don't forget the ones that has already died for us and to make this country great. If you see a police officer, a deputy, a trooper, it's any kind of sheriff's office employee investigations, anything like that, a paramedic, EMT, firefighter, tell them thank you. Tell them you appreciate what they do for you, for making the world a safer place. Because I'm telling you, every single day it gets harder and harder and harder. I saw a thing today, and I'm trying to remember what it said. I believe it said the land of the free, and instead of saying the home of the brave, it said the land of the free because of the brave. That's a pretty good thing to remember there. The land of the free because the brave. Thank y'all. We love you. See you next week. Floyd.
Yeah, good being with everybody. What and we had a good time tonight. Y'all know we live down here in the old garden spot of the world, the old original Garden of Eden, and good Lord he made he made this place for folks like us because he knew that like people from Martha's Vineyard or San Francisco or something, they couldn't deal with it. They couldn't deal with what we had to deal with gnats. But let me tell you, you got a remedy for the gnats. You got a cure for the gnats. Old jam juice right there, locally made by a chemist here in Miller County. Comes from a long line of chemists. Them tabs, they used to backyard. They was making some juice back in. Well, he come from a long line of chemists, and he put this stuff together. Now, what are y'all laughing about now? Y'all, y'all breaking loose here with something now. Y'all better get back in your lane now. Get back in your own
Wait,
lane. Stay there.
Floyd, wasn't that juice you could use as lighter fluid if you need be?
If you needed to, you could use it for some
That's
lighter.
what, okay, yeah.
Hey, you and if you had an old car that wouldn't crank up, just get you get you a rag and pour some on that rag and put it over your carburetor there. And man, yeah, you talk about cranking up. It'd turn over about 2 times and it'd crank up. But jam juice for these daggone gnats, for these blooming gnats. Uh, did we get the song, Marvin, to get it loaded up?
It's gonna take a little bit more time on the
That's
song.
what I thought. Anyway, he's working on him. He's working on him a theme song, and we got to get it just like it ought to be. But working on that. But Jeb Juice for all them gnats, and I got some. I keep some on me all the time right here. I keep it Jeb Juice right there with me all the time. Good stuff right there. Jeb Juice, if you will. That's it right there. And you just spray it. Just spray it right there. Ooh, it smells so good and they keep them gnats out of your ears and your eyes and your nose socket. And
And it's made by a chemist.
if you like, you can even spray it on your, as Bookie would say, you can spray it on your private area. And if you showed up, if you go in, like if you go into church or somewhere, and you don't want the woman that, following along behind you back there on your posterior side back there, just reach back there. All you gotta do is reach back there and hit that, keep that thing about 2 or 3 times, that little knob right there. Ass is gone. He ain't got
Can you
no
ride a
damn.
bicycle?
You can ride a bicycle at it. You can spray that stuff on your private area. There. It does not inflame or cause inflammation or irritation. You see,
Well, I think the only thing you have not mentioned it is good for is a breath spray. Can you use it for a breath spray?
I don't think I do that on the breast spray there. Now. I think
Boy, boy,
I
let me
pass.
ask. I gotta ask this question out. The lineage before him of chemists, what they made. Could you spray that on your privates?
No, you would not do that. No, because it is why. See, if you sprayed that chemical product, that product, if you spray that on your privates, and you would ride down the road in your automobile, and you lit your cigarette, and your ashes fell off down between your legs down there, them hot ashes, there was
You
gonna
would
be
have
some
to,
combustion going on,
yeah.
and you
You
wouldn't have you would need Carl Christopher because you wouldn't have no private area no more.
Woo!
Oh Lord have mercy. Anyway, good to be with y'all. We had a good time with y'all tonight. We laughed, Lord have mercy. We laughed and had a good time. We look forward to it. Look forward to y'all being with us tonight, and hope you have a good weekend. Have a safe weekend, and always remember this. Always remember this. Exercise your Second Amendment rights. Surround yourself with like-minded people. Be vigilant of your surroundings. And tonight, when you lay down and go to sleep, but you put your head on that pillow, thank God for what He's done for you today. Think
Hmm.
about what he's done for you just today, and you'll go to sleep and you'll still be thinking. Good night, y'all. We love y'all. Marvin, take us out of here, man.
I still can't believe that folks think we could actually script. Really don't. Hey, thank you to Holster 9 Phillips Auto Parts, Sawega Meat Company, Shingler Law, TK's Bar and Grill, Ziggy D's Seafood Market, castrating Carl Cressman of Custom
Get it,
Cattle
Carl.
Services, Peach Depot, Southern Hissy Fits, Berry Hill Auctioneers, and Kelly Crop Insurance. Thank you to all you fine sponsors out there. We appreciate y'all and what you do for us. Hey guys, thank y'all for joining us tonight. Don't forget Sunday's coming. You know what I'm gonna tell you. Go to church, worship the Lord. Here's the scripture of the day. Have no fear of sudden disaster or of the ruin that overtakes the wicked, for the Lord will be your confidence and will keep your foot from being snared. Keep looking to the Lord. Keep looking up. Keep trusting in Him. Keep pressing on. Do something good for somebody every now and then. Hey, listen, Lord willing, and the creek don't rise, I promise you, we'll be right back here next week for more Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show. But until then, no matter what you do, no matter where you go, no matter who you do it with, and most especially if you do street preaching in Las Vegas, always be particular.
Particular.
Good night, y'all.
See ya.